Hello. This is my first YouTube video. So this is going to be well, what if Deku had a lightning quirk? And let's get right into it. Also, I'm making this up, so don't expect this to be all that good. Oh God, I'm so tired, so tired. Okay, so we started off when Izuku Midoriya is born. Now when Izuku Midoriya is born, the signs of his quirk automatically show. And what happens is, so the doctor is holding the baby, about to give it to Inka Midoriya. But then the doctor gets zapped with a high enough voltage that it leaves him stunned, just stunned there, holding Izuku. And Inko keeps saying, "Can I have my baby?" And the nurses are saying, "Give Inko Midoriya her baby." And before I continue on, I have to mention Hisashi lied about his quirk. And instead of having a fire quirk, he had a lightning mixed with fire quirk. That'll come in handy later, okay? Now, and then the nurses pick up Izuku. Then it gets shocked, but not enough to where she gets stunned. Only her mouth, and she can talk, and she says, "This lady has a lightning quirk," because she can't move her gums, but she can talk a little. And so, one of the nurses is like, "What?" And the nurse that is nurse number 1 says, "He has a lightning quirk. We need rubber gloves." And then fully gets stunned because Izuku zaps again. So the nurse number 2 grabs, rubber gloves and wears a rubber attire. Picks up Izuku in one hand, gives Inko rubber gloves and rubber attire, so she holds Izuku. Well, the nurse is still holding Izuku, but next thing you know, she gets zapped. Well, she thinks she got zapped, and she's like, "Oh my gosh." But in reality, baby Izuku burnt through all the rubber. So, again, I said the fire quirk would come in handy, right? Well, that was the only sign of the fire quirk that he would get. Inko, she still has her levitation, obviously, but she also has an extra ability that she never really unlocked. She had a super smart ability, because, Izuku Midoriya's grandfather and grandma, the grandma had the floating quirk that could attract things to her, and the grandpa of Izuku Midoriya had a super smart quirk. And again, that'll come in handy later on in the story. So, time skip to when Izuku Midoriya is 4 years old. Wait, no, 2 years old. Inko is like, "Baby Izuku," she says baby to Izuku, "you need to put these rubber gloves on and this rubber attire so you don't hurt anyone." Izuku says, "Okay." So he puts on the rubber attire. But, go back to when he was a baby, and whenever he was 1, he still had his quirk from the lightning. But he tried to use his slimes again, but they just never popped up. So he was like, "Oh, I guess that was just a magical appearance then." But yeah, so then we time skip to when he was 2, maybe on his birthday to 3. So he invited some, Inko, she invited Katsuki's mom. I can't remember her name right now. Oh, Mitsuki and Masaru, Katsuki's dad. And that's how, originally that's how Deku and Kachan meet. Well, Katsuki. But there's also a twist. Rei, Todoroki, she also came. And in this what if, we're going to make Endeavor a little bit more laid back. Let's see, am I still recording? Yes, we are. Okay. I'm making Endeavor a little more laid back and not too focused on becoming #1 hero. Well, he still strives to be #1, but right now he's kind of settled with #2 because he tortured all of his kids, but Toya, whenever he left, well, didn't leave. Well, yeah, he left. We'll just say he left. Nothing too extreme. We'll say he left. He yelled at Angie, "I hate you and I'm never coming back home again unless, of course, you find a way to be a good dad." And then he becomes a good dad. Toya comes home then because he watched over the family. So Dobby never exists. And this, what if I would make Dobby Toya? Because, well, obviously, reasons. I haven't read all the manga, so kind of trying to come up with things as I go along. I haven't seen all the manga. I've just seen the anime. I know somebody's gonna be like, "But you're not a real weeb if you haven't read the manga." Well, the thing is, I haven't read the manga because I haven't had a chance to read the manga. You know, I will find a way to read the manga. I've just been playing. Oh, here we go. This might be better a little. I've just been working on other things like YouTube, my other YouTube channel. Yeah. So Toya came back 2 years later. Then Todoroki was born, or Shoto was born then. And Endeavor was like, "Oh my gosh, this kid, well, to Shoto, he was like, "Oh my gosh, this kid is perfect." And Toya threatens to leave again, but but Enji is like, "Don't worry, I would never hurt this kid." He does train him, and Todoroki isn't scared to use his fire side. Now, Izuku was born at the same time, so in Endeavor, he gets an alert on his phone because it was all over the news about Izuku unlocking his quirk super early, which is super rare. I think only like 15% of the population. Here, we'll say that. Only 15% of the population get their quirks when they're younger. When they're like just born, they get their quirks. We'll say only 5%. Yeah, we'll say only 5% of kids get their quirks right then. And we'll say Katsuki, Deku, and Todoroki, we'll say then 3 got their quirks early, like right when they were born. I'm not gonna go too far into the backstory with Katsuki because he just never realized he had his quirk early. But we'll say having your quirk early also makes you physically stronger and your quirk more stronger. So, and the only reason why Deku only had his flames once was because of the super smart quirk fully activating. So, and that's why it activated a little late and didn't burn both the Doctor and Nurse 1's hands, and just Nurse 2's. Sorry, I need to breathe for a second. 1 second, I'm gonna mute my mic. Sorry guys, I haven't had a chance to really breathe, because I'm trying to talk. I'll try to make this an hour if I can. So we get to Izuku's 3-year-old birthday party. So, and then Rei comes with Todoroki, and we'll say Natsu. Right? Wait, Natsuo? I don't know his name. Here, we'll say Fiumi instead. Yeah, she comes with Fiumi and Todoroki, because we'll say in this one, Todoroki, he just gets super angry, like really easily, and he blares out a lot, and Fiumi will say that she's the only one that can calm him down. Okay? But the thing is, Katsuki has a crush on Fiumi. Well, he just got the crush on Fiumi. We'll say that Fuyumi is the same age as Todoroki, and we'll say that they're twins. Todoroki and Fuyumi, they're just different ages. Well, different, they just have different genders. Sorry. But they are twins. So they both have the same powers. So we'll say Katsuki developed a crush for Fuyumi. And I'm totally not saying that because I have no idea who I would ship Katsuki Bakugo with. Anywho, let's get right back into the story. Okay, so Katsuki, he develops a crush for Fuyumi. Sorry, my lizard, he's just shedding right now, and it's so funny. Because he's, like, rubbing against the walls to get his dead skin off, you know? Anyways, back into the story. So, Katsuki, he pulls out a flower from his pocket, and you know how, this goes to a Black Clover reference. Do you know how Asta asked out, Sister Lily? So except he made the flower into a ring, and, like, folded it up and everything, and he went up to her and was like, "Marry me, Fuyumi." And Fuyumi was like, "Dude, we're literally 2 years old." About to be, no, we'll say everybody is a year older than Izuku. But not a school year older, just, like, a year older. So Fuyumi's like, "Dude, no, we're like 3. Well, dude, no, we're like 3. Sorry, I have a terrible girl's voice. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I keep laughing at my lizard. But, sorry. So Izuku, he eats his birthday cake, gets all his presents. And, but the funny thing is, Inko, Enji, and Mitsuki, they are all really good friends with All Might. So they get All Might to come to Izuku's birthday. Before you guys say anything, I'm going to say Hisashi is not an absent father. And he actually, like, partly takes care of Deku. But he still goes on, like, trips like that. And we'll say that, All Might knows this and, well, he cares, but the thing is, they know that Izuku has his powers, but, we'll say a villain, well, this is whenever Deku is 4 years old. We'll say a villain is chasing after Inko. And I'm making this a thing. Inko, Mitsuki, Enji, obviously, All Might, and Rei. And I'm not going to say Mitsuru, I think that's his name, Katsuki's father. I'm not going to say him. So they're all pro heroes. We'll say that they're all top 5. Okay? We'll say Inko is 3rd place, All Might is 1st place, and Endeavor is 3rd. Rei will say is 4th, and we'll say Mitsuki, we'll say she's about 5th. It's so cool. I just see my lizard shedding his skin. Why are you eating your skin? 1 second. He's eating his own skin. I don't know if that's, like, part of protein, but he eats his own skin sometimes. I'm worried. Anyways, let's get back into the what if. So, let's say Inko, even though she's a 3rd place hero, we'll say Muscular starts chasing after her, trying to kill her. But she's, like, running in the forest. And, so she drops Izuku and hides him. So then she dies because of Muscular. Mitsuki and Rei, they also die. I know, gruesome. Enji and Endeavor and All Might, they don't die. They actually stop Muscular, and he goes to prison. Yeah, that's important too. Then, so Deku activates his lightning quirk in that moment, and he finds out that he can run super fast. So he runs back to town, and then he gets put in an adoption agency. And we'll say that his quirk, people look at it like it's a mutation, even though it's not. People think he has a mutation, because everybody thinks that Hizashi only had the fire quirk because he never has the lightning quirk on, so they just think that he is a mutation. And in this what if, normal people, like not heroes, they don't really like mutations. Yeah. We'll say we'll say normal people don't really like mutation quirks. So, and they actually outcast mutations, like they're, well, evil. So he gets sent to the adoption agency. They make him clean everything. Oh, and this is from. I'm taking this from. Actually, wait, no. Here, take that back, because I don't want to steal anybody else's work. Because I watched this what if about what if Deku was Sonic. It's by TBR Speedy. I'll leave his account down below. Go check him out. He's actually a really good what ifer. I think he swears a little. I don't know though. Whatever. But yeah. So, well, we'll say that. Okay, go back. They all died of muscular. Then he does get sent to an adoption agency, and they praise him instead, and except he's still like a little like down in the dumps because, well, he got abandoned. Well, not abandoned. He thinks he got abandoned by his parents, and then so pro heroes, they always come in every so often, every 5 years, we'll say. Every 5 years to pick a kid up and help them. I'm saying 5 years because, like, we'll say this adoption, yeah. We'll say, like, every 5 to 10 years, they come in, pick up a child. And, so everybody sees that. And all the adoption kids, they don't like Izuku because he always gets praised by the adults. And they don't. So they bully him. And so he's, like, in the corner. Well, no, he's not in the corner. He's up in the crowd, but like he's in the back of the crowd. And so Aizawa. Here, I'm making this a ship. Aizawa and Mrs. Joke, will say the two of them, they see Deku and they're like, we need him. So, and all the kids are like, you don't want him, you want us. Because we'll say that the people at the adoption agency, like the adults, will say that they kind of hate Izuku because he has like a really powerful quirk and they don't. So they're like, you don't want him. He's like super weak, even though they know he's super powerful. And Aizawa and Joker's like, we don't care, we need him. And so they're like, all right, your choice. We'll say Aizawa, we'll say he's like the number 5 hero, and he makes good money, like good money. So him and Joke, we'll say, is 6th place. Yeah. We'll say Joke is 6th place. So they make some pretty good money. Cha-ching. Like, sorry guys. Like, I have a weird laugh. Let's see, am I still recording? 20 minutes in. Okay. Great, looks like I gotta scroll back up. Sorry, guys. But yeah, so we'll say they're rich, like so rich that like we'll say they're so rich that they have like a 2-story. They have like a 2-story mansion. No, actually, yeah, we'll still make them rich, but like we'll say they have an apartment instead because they want to feel closer together with everyone. 1 second, I need to breathe really quickly. Okay, guys. Yeah, we'll say they live in an apartment. So Deku comes and he's like, "Oh my gosh, this is a nice house." And they're like, "Yeah, it's a good apartment." So then they all go to bed. Time skip. We'll say that since we'll say that Joke and Aizawa, we'll say Joke is a little more laid back, and Aizawa is a little like less laid back. Well, a lot more less laid back, and Miss Joke is a little more laid back than what she normally is. So Deku trains, so he's like 4, maybe 5, so we'll say he trains until he's about 14. So that's a good 15, we'll say 5, we'll say 4. Yeah, he was adopted when he was 4. After he was so he trained for about 11 to 10 years. So he's like 14 right now. Yeah, he's 14. So he trained straight for 10 years. And then he goes to middle school, obviously. Aizawa and Joker, like, we never let this kid go, like, we're not. Because sometimes the adults, like, whenever the kids, like, the kids, they actually, like, die. Because like, they just, they're so depressed that they, yeet. We'll just say that much. I'm not gonna get into it because I want this to be kid friendly. But yeah, they yeet, if you know what I mean. Whenever they stay for like 4 years after. But they see that Izuku, he stayed for 10 years, so they never want to leave him. So, and that happens with most heroes. Like Mount Lady and Kamui, we'll say that the two of them, they are the same way. Like, except we'll say that Katsuki also got abandoned because he died. Well, his parents died. We'll say both the fathers of Izuku and Katsuki, we'll say that they're absent. Todoroki doesn't get left, obviously. Because of NG, Todoroki, and never. Sorry, guys. But yeah, so, and Katsuki, since they're friends, they knew each other in the adoption agency, but they would both get picked on because they were so powerful. And the same thing with the adoption agency. Joke and Kamui, they both want him because of the super powerful quirk, and because they think that he's going to be cool and like good and well respected. So in middle school, we'll say that it's the last day because I don't want to get through all middle school. Izuku passes with flying colors, all A pluses in every single class. Same thing with Katsuki. Well, no, we'll say he has 2 B's and like 1 C. Yeah, because he has 6 classes, so we'll say he has 1 C, 2 B's, and 3 A's. And no, 2 A's and 1 A plus. Izuku has A pluses in every single class, obviously, because of the super smart quirk. What was I gonna say? So Katsuki makes that speech. I'm gonna be the number 1 hero and go to UA. Don't lump me in with the rest of these losers except for me. Don't lump me and Midoriya, Todoroki, and Fuyumi. Don't lump me, Todoroki, Deku, and Fuyumi in with these lumps of losers that are gonna be D-list sidekicks. And Deku, since he's the only one that can calm him down, plus Fuyumi. So Deku activates his lightning quirk. Godspeed's over there. Well, I'm gonna say Godspeed because it's pretty fast. If you guys don't know what anime that's from Hunter x Hunter, Killua. We'll see he has like part of it. He's not max Godspeed. I would say he's like super fast though. Like maxing at like speeds that nobody can comprehend except for like some pro heroes. I'm talking about like all the 10 over heroes can see him, but 6 and below, 6 to 10, they have like, they can kind of see him, but not really. The top 5 heroes, they can hear him. They can see him like perfectly, like 20/20 vision. No, we'll say that he's a little blurry, but like you can still see him like almost perfectly. 25 minutes. So, oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, guys. So, blah, blah, blah. Dude, shut up. Okay, so, we'll say blah, 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 that happens. Deku karate chops his neck, knocking him out, and he yells to the teacher and all the students, I'm sorry for his bad behavior, and he's like, I'm sorry for Katsuki's bad behavior, I'll talk to him later, like a parent. And, like, he's knocked out now, and, like, people are like, ooh, he just got knocked the frick out, ooh. And Deku's like, I'm super sorry for his rudeness. I'm sure you guys will make fine heroes. And then he mumbles, if you guys can even make it there. And then chuckles a little bit. And then Fuyumi and Todoroki heard that, and they're like, and they're almost cackling. And people are like, wait, what did he say? Except for and the teacher's like, about to laugh, but he's like, no. And then he's like, no. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. The teacher's like, oh my god. Oh my lord. And then he's like, now, Deku, don't be like that. He's like, fine. So he puts Katsuki back down in his chair, and then he super speeds back to his chair, and he's like, alright, yeah, blah, 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 blah. After school, Katsuki is like, why did you do that? Making sparks in his hands. And Deku's like, come on, I don't want to have to fight you. And Katsuki is like, oh, you're gonna have to fight me if you want to live. And then throws a massive explosion at Deku. And Deku saw this coming, and he was like, you know what? Just for this, I'm going to make me super. He's going to like phase through it, and he's going to act like he got hit even though he didn't. And then he creates a double image, so that Katsuki sees him on the ground even though he's behind him. And then Deku's like, come on, man, I told you I didn't want to fight you. And then Katsuki's like, what? Looks behind him slowly. And then Deku just throws a massive right hook, knocking him out again. So, and he just takes him home. Deku, like, not Godspeed, but takes Katsuki home, then normally walks home, goes under the bridge, gets attacked by the sludge villain, doesn't get caught though, creates an after image. Then the sludge villain's like, what? Again? No, it's like, just like, what? And then looks behind him, and then Deku's like, oh my gosh, what is it with people and trying to get me off guard? And then the sludge villain's like, what? And we'll say the way Deku's quirk works, he heats up the air around him. Obviously, that's where the fire quirk comes in. He heats up the air around him. But there's no, like, really after effects because he's super powerful. But he heats up the air around him. Kind of like, do you know what bloodlust is? That's what the sludge villain is feeling. Like, he's feeling the heat, but he's feeling bloodlust even though it's just heat from his lightning because he has his lightning on. And the sludge villain's like, wait, what? Oh my gosh, what are you, kid? And Deku's like, oh, sorry, here, I'll deactivate my quirk. He deactivates his quirk and is like, listen, man, you gotta stop trying to catch people off guard. You shouldn't be a villain. With your powerful of a quirk, you could capture a villain, and then, after you capture the villain, you could literally just, like, well, turn him in, and then live your life. And the sludge villain's like, oh, I never thought about that. And the sludge villain's like, oh, good advice, man. And then, so the sludge villain just walks away. And we'll say that the sludge villain has a human form. And we'll say, in this universe, that the sludge villain is the same age as Deku. She was just skipping school. And so she walks away from Deku and blushing because she thought he was cute. Deku doesn't like her like that, though. I'm not even lying. Deku just doesn't like the sludge villain like that because he just saw her. I'm not making that a shit, by the way. And then All Might pops out of the sewer saying, I am here! And Deku's like, oh, hey, All Might. Hey, Uncle All Might. And All Might's like, oh, hi, young Izuku. where's the sludge villain? And Deku's like, oh yeah, I made him into a hero. And I made him into wanting to be a hero, so no real reason to arrest him. Oh, the purse is over there, by the way, and points to the purse. And because the sludge villain dropped the purse, actually gave the purse to Izuku. And All Might's like, wow, thanks. And then goes back in the sewer and is like, good job, young Izuku, for making another young hero. We'll say that he did this again, like before, whenever he was like 10, like 4 years ago. He did this when he was like 10. He got attacked by a villain, another girl villain. Well, villain about to be hero. Another one, and we'll say that this one is Uraraka. No, wait, not Uraraka. We'll say Mina. Mina, definitely. And he's in time, like past time. It's like he has a flashback to when Mina was attacking him, and Dad was like, oh my gosh, what is it with people and catching me off guard? Because Mina threw acid at him from the bridge. She throws acid at him, and he creates an after image again, just same thing. We'll say that. No, he doesn't know how to create an after image. He just dodges it really quick. It's like, because this one he's like super low durability. We'll say that the 4 years like really helped, and he's kind of like panting like this. What the heck, man? You know, you could have hurt somebody with that quirk. But it would be a really good hero quirk. You wanna know why? And then Mina's like, wait, what? And then Deku's like catches his breath. It could be a really great hero quirk. You wanna know why? And Mina's like, wait, what? Why? And Deku's like, well, you know what you can do? If it's a physical quirk, like a grow enhancement quirk, or like a tail quirk like Ojiro, or like, and he doesn't say Ojiro, he just like an extra limb quirk, like you could just burn off the extra limbs and then like capture them with your acid, and heck, you can even like make an acid wall and then block their punch, so whenever it's punching through, their entire hand gets burnt. And Mina's like, wait, oh, that's actually a good idea. And then she goes to her school and is like, okay, I want to apply to UA, because she thinks that he's going for UA because he told her that he was going to UA. I'm sorry, guys, I'm talking so fast. I need to catch my breath again, sorry. Sorry for all the momentary pauses. I just need to catch my breath sometimes, you know? Anyways, so Mina, time skip to when Izuku is, still 14, back to the sludge villain. He says that he wants to go to UA, so the sludge villain applies for UA, goes to her school, applies to UA, stuff like that. And then Izuku's, still, not from the Mina fight, but, he's, panting because, he used his after image. We'll say that using his after image, 2 times, yeah, 2 times. He has a max of using his after image 2 times a day. So he's kind of panting. Remember, because he used that on Katsuki. So then you got the sludge villain and Mina to go to the hero course. So we'll say that they're friends with benefits. I'm joking. He doesn't think of them that way, but they think of him that way, so they think it's a one-way relationship. Well, they know it's a one-way relationship. He thinks that it's just a one. No. It's just a one-way relationship. They love him, but he doesn't love them back. No offense. Blah, 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 blah. For the 10 months of training, we'll say that he cleans up Dagobah Beach without All Might. Who should I give one for all to? I'm thinking Kirishima. Yeah, we'll say Kirishima. So Deku cleans up Dagobah Beach whenever he's 12. We'll say that. Yeah. And he cleans up Dagobah Beach. That's where he gets his after image, actually. That's actually where he gets his after image. So when he's 12, he gets his after image. The entire Dagobah Beach is completely clear. Nobody dumps trash on it anymore. So All Might goes to Dagobah Beach and was like, dang, it's already cleared. Well, Kirishima is pretty strong already. Ejiro is pretty strong already. I guess he can handle it. plot twist, he can't. So we're back, and for the 10 months training period, we'll say that Deku gets an infinite amount of after images, and he even knows how to like duplicate with his speed and phase through objects, but he can only phase like 5 times, and create a double like twice. We'll say that he can phase infinitely, and he can go invisible like once, because you can like shake your body so fast to the human eye that like nobody can, so fast that the eye can't handle it. And he learned how to do that, and he learned how to create a double. He can do that 3 times a day, phase infinitely, and go invisible technically, we'll say, but his lightning sometimes gives him away. And remember, that comes in handy. 1 second, guys. Sorry, guys, I'm back. That was my mom. Anywho, let's get back into the story. So, now, and he got like a super fast again. We'll say that his max running speed when he was 14 was 650 miles per hour. No, wait. He's only like Mach 1. Now he's like Mach 2. So now only the top 3 heroes can keep up with him. Like, still perfectly, again. But and 4 through 5, they can't keep up with him at all. So 4 or younger now, 4 or after can't see him. Yeah. 4 or under can't see him, like, at all. And I mean, like, the pro hero stats can't see him at all. So for the 10 months, he obviously gets all those powers. And so he does amazing. And he goes to UA. He doesn't trip because he's not a frickin' idiot. So then he doesn't even meet Uraraka at the beginning. What he does is, so he goes in, gets a perfect answer, even corrects Nezu. Like, on every single question, Nezu put, like, incorrect answers, like, and, like, things that if children fixed, they had a possibility of going up to the 2nd year, slightly, possibly. We'll say that Deku corrected him on everything. He doesn't go to the 2nd year, of course. And, so he gets everything right, corrects everything. We'll say no. We'll say, if you complete, the test with the answers, we'll say that you get a special class after 1A, like, after school. So he does that, he gets the after class, and then, so Ida, he's like, and then Mike comes out, says all the things. Ida stands up and is like, you, what? This is a blah, 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 and you with the green hair. No, we'll say he has, because of his lightning, we'll say he has blue hair. Yeah. We'll say he has blue hair, and he's like, you with the blue hair, and then realize that he's gone, and then Deku, like, knocks him out, and is like, dude, can you shut the frick up? And then he yells to Mike, sorry, Uncle Mike. Because we'll say Mike and Aizawa are brothers in this, and he's like, sorry, Uncle Mike. Uncle Mike, sorry for his rudeness. And Mike is like, it's okay. Ida's like back up now and then realizes that he was just knocked out. And is like, oh wait, that kid knocked me out? And then everybody starts laughing at Izuku saying, oh my gosh, you got knocked out by a twerp. Because we'll say that Izuku looks small, but he's like super deadly. Small but deadly. He tried to focus on that so then he didn't give off the wrong appearance and people would underestimate him so he can whoop their butt in the end. So that's what he did, and then people were yelling, you got knocked out by a twerp. And then Ida's like, that is very disrespectful of you, using his karate chop hands. And then Deku knocks him out again. Stop it! get some help. And then they go to their entrance exams, and Ida's like, why did you do that to me? And making the karate chop hands, and Deku's like, I don't have time for you. And then Mike is like, go, 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 go. There's no countdowns in it. And then realizes that Deku's already gone. Wait, there are no countdowns in a real battle. Deku literally wipes out all the robots, except for like one or two to make them fight over it. And he's like, so he's sitting up on a building now, just being like, my work here is finished. All the pro heroes are like, and he like did nothing to the property either. And then next, skip to where the 0-pointer comes out. We'll say, instead of Uraraka being trapped under the rubble, we'll say, who would I ship Deku with? We'll say, Who from 1A? No, no, because they would need to be in class 1. I kind of want to gender flip somebody. Nah, we're not gonna gender flip. We'll say, who should I make the ship with? So he has lightning. Yeah, we're going to gender flip. No, wait. Asui. We'll say Asui gets trapped under the rubble. And you're probably thinking to yourself, why Asui? The thing is, so you know how Izuku, he's a beacon of hope, or like a beacon of light? People say that, some people. And Asui gives hope to Toko. You know how she gives hope to Tokoyami? And, the hero test for the, hero license exam. So I'm gonna make that the ship. And Deku sees her, and then he, like, super flashbangs, super flashbanging, blinding everybody except for Asui. Because she couldn't see, she just couldn't see him. And then next thing you know, the 0-point robot is on the ground with no rubble damage. And Asui is gone in the nurse's office. And the heroes are like, wait, what? all except for All Might. And everybody is like, wait, what? How did he do that? Except for All Might, because he's the only one that could keep up with him. And he's like, why did I get this? Why did I get my quirk to Kirishima? I could have gave it to him. And regretting it, because he did ask Izuku, but Izuku's like, no. Just straight up, no. That's all he says. Then proceeds to go home to Aizawa and joke. He says that after the sludge villain incident, before he goes back into the sewers. And then All Might just face bombs like, why did I give my quirk to Kirishima? I shouldn't have gave him a choice. And then and Asui's in the nurse's office thanking Izuku, because Izuku stayed until she woke up, because we'll say that she got knocked out. And Izuku stayed until she woke up, and she thanked him, and he's like, oh, no problem, and then smiles and, like, closes his eyes and tilts his head. Asui blushes, and, like, hardcore blushes. And then, well, she's healed now, and because she had, like, a broken leg. She had a broken leg and broken arm. Now, for that 1 week, he keeps on training, and we'll say that he gets his invisibility again. We'll say that flashbang was, like, his invisibility technically. No. It's called his, It's called his, flashlight. No, because that's, how about flashbang, because it made a super loud noise. No, light, light, light bang? Yeah, sorry guys, I stuttered there for a second. Light bang? Yeah, we'll make it lightning bang. Lightning bang. Oh, that sounds cool. Everyone heard a boom right before the 0 point got taken down. So we'll say that he learned how to work his light bang, and we'll say that he got his speed up to. Well, no, we'll say that he only got figured out how his light bang worked because that's what he was focusing on. Um. So next, so then he gets his letter. He got accepted. We'll say that there was a 2 week later thing. So like he got to train for like 2 weeks before he went back to UA to see him advance, to see kids advance whenever they go to their practical. Not practical, but if kids run in 1A to see their ball throw and stuff. And so Deku, he trains his quirk, so now he can like throw the he has like really good strength because he added his lightning with it. So yeah, he can like and like chuck it. I'm gonna say like his max ball throw with his quirk is 20 miles. That's with his quirk. With this newly trained quirk, 30 miles. and then so they go to UA. It's like blah 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 blah. No time for ceremonies. Everybody get on your gym uniforms unless you have a hero outfit. We'll say that Aizawa and Joke, they got him a hero outfit. Not this stupid get up. No. Like the Drip Man. We'll say that he wears he doesn't have green lightning, he has blue lightning. So we'll say this is blue and this is green instead. Green, blue. Okay? He doesn't have the gloves, obviously. No, wait. We'll have him have rubber gloves. He has the rubber gloves, obviously. So yeah. So he has his rubber gloves, obviously, blah, blah, blah. And then, so he gets on his hero outfit, and and people are like, dang, Midoriya, you ripped! Because they already exchanged names. Wait, go back. So he would sit down in the seat. He sat in the back corner next to the window. And, Asui went over and then was like, thank you, Ribbit. Ghetto. I was like, ghetto. Thank you, ghetto. Or Ribbit. Or something like that. She's like, ghetto, Ribbit. Thank you, ghetto, Ribbit. And Deku's like, no problem, and does the same thing. Like, smile, closes his eyes, and tilts his head. And Asui blushes really hard again. And all the girls realize this, and almost 2 or 3 girls, like, we'll say the Sludge Villain and Mina, they got into 1A, and they break their pencils because they think that they have a chance with the Zuko. They think that they actually have a chance with the Zuko. Really. And, so they break their pencils, and Deku sees this and is like, hey, you two alright? Like, you broke your pencils. Are you guys mad? Because Deku has super good hearing. And so does Jiro. And Jiro, yeah, has a crush on him as well because of the light bang. Yeah. We'll say his light bang is so fast, only 1 and 2 heroes can see it. Only the first 2 heroes can see it, like number 1 and number 2. So All Might and Endeavor. Sorry guys, I needed to catch my breath. So blah 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 blah. They go to the changing room. Deku does. All the boys do. He changes into his hero outfit, and people are like, and the boys are like, dang, Midori, you ripped. All except for Todoroki and Katsuki. And then they're like, and then like we'll say that one of the guys is gay. So there's like, and then like a text message pops up above their head. Nobody can see it. It's just funny. And then it's asteroids saying gay panic. Asteroids. And people are laughing because we'll say Shoji. Yeah. No, Ojiro. We'll say that he's the gay panic one. No, we'll say Mineta is sometimes. We'll say Mineta. Yeah, we'll say Mineta. Which he has no chance with. But he's still a perv for girls and guys. So he's gay and... No, he's bi. Yeah, he's bi. Yeah. He likes both. So, he peeks on the girls and Deku's like, don't you know how to respect anybody? Yells that. And the girls hear this and they see that Mineta is trying to perv. And then and then Jiro hears and well, not a just like a, yeah, except it's not a slap, it's a flash, like a bang. It's like a, and then the girls are like, and all the girls blush because Deku saved their, well, you know. And Mineta does that perv, like Hisoka perv, like, I'm not gonna do it. You know how Hisoka goes, gone. Well, that's what Mineta did, but it was like, Deku. Oh my god, what am I doing with this, bro? Why did I do that? But yeah, that's what Mineta does, and Deku's like freaked out, and all the girls are, and all the guys are. They're like disgusted. So they all just book it. And Mineta's just still knocked out in the locker room. No, he gets up and like goes with them. They step out, and everybody's complimenting Deku's hero costume. And Deku's like, yeah, thanks, guys. All the girls are crowding around him. And Denki and Denki and Kirishima are like, Kirishima and Bakugo are Kirishima, like, Denki and Bakugo, they are all mad because they're all swarming over Deku. No, plus Todoroki. They're not swarming over Todoroki, but Todoroki is part of that squad. We'll say, because, well, Katsuki likes Fuyumi. So, it's Kirishima, Denki, Bakugo, and Todoroki. They are mad because everybody, like, all the boys are a little bit mad, but those four are the maddest. And Mineta's part of it. And, well, Deku kicks away Mineta because, like, he got under there, and so Deku kicks away Mineta and is like, perv! And then he's like, can you girls please back off? Well, not back off, but he's like, can you girls please move so I can get to the whole class? And the girls are like blushing and they all faint because he did his smile, close his eyes, and head tilt. They all faint, and except for Momo and Momo because she likes Todoroki, and Fuyumi because she likes Bakugo secretly. And so he's just like, dang it. So he steps over. Yeah, you guys are probably wondering why I'm making Deku like this. Well, I just did. So, what the frick? Why do I have? I'm sorry, guys. What the? Wait a second. Okay, there we go. Just making sure I'm still recording. Oh wow, this has been an hour. Here, we'll try to go for 2 hours, okay? Okay, guys? Okay. So yeah, Deku steps over all the girls and like, sorry, and then puts his hands together like in a praying motion, and it's like, sorry, tilts his head and smiles and closes his eyes, sorry. And then they're all like, it's okay, doing the Denki Carminari, like, dumb face, like, dumbness. Because, like, of course, why not? I don't know. So, whoops. Obviously, blah, 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 that goes. Then Aizawa throws the ball to Izuku. Izuku catches it like that reporter, like, catches it like that because his back is turned, and Aizawa is like, knows that he has good reflexes and throws it at him like full strength, just yank. And then Izuku catches it, but still is looking at the girls. And then Aizawa's even impressed, and all the guys and girls are impressed. And it's like, you got top score. Throw. And Izuku's like, with or without my quirk? Aizawa's like, with, of course, duh. And then Deku's like, alright, gets in a super pitching stance like that he always uses. And then he eats the ball. We'll say because he had some extra training before. We'll say that he can throw it 50 miles. And that's like super far. No, wait. We'll say that he can throw it 3 to 4 football fields. Yeah, no. We'll say he can throw it 10 football fields. That would make, I don't know, but 10 football fields. And then everybody is impressed, even Aizawa was like, huh. And then Deku's like, and even Deku's a little bit impressed of himself, because he's like, oh my gosh, I could only throw it like 5 football fields, dang. And everybody's like, wait, you could throw it 4? And then everybody just accepts that they're probably going to get expelled. Well, no, not expelled, just gone, you know? Because if they have to go up against him, they're going to be so sad. You know, because he's just going to mop them. Just literally mop them. And then, so, after this, we'll say that, and no, we won't make Mineta gay. Because he's going to be, keep him in and he's gay, blah, 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 blah. The entire story goes on like it is. Deku gets first place on every single one of them because of his quirk, and all the girls are amazed by him. Same, the guys are like a little mad, but like impressed as well. Same with Aizawa. And then Mineta gets last place. He gets expelled. And Shinso takes his place. Shinso's like, and we'll make Shinso not gay, but yeah. So. Yeah. We'll make Shinso not gay. I just wanted Mineta out of there. Get him out of here. You know what I mean? So next day, the next gay girls. Well, no. Yeah. The next day, we'll say a week later, a week later comes the student versus student, heroes versus villains test. The matches are Deku and Asui against Bakugo and Ida. Ida wants revenge. Bakugo doesn't really care. So Ida tells Bakugo, you protect the bomb, I'm getting revenge. And Bakugo's like, alright, whatever. So Deku is like to Asui, you stay out here, I'll clear this entire thing by myself. And Asui's like, okay, and then faints, because he did the same thing, smile, close eyes, and tilt head. And then she faints, and then Deku's like, dude, what the frick? So he runs in there and is like, oh, Ida's coming, because, like, he can tell, because he has really good hearing. And then he books it, like, he goes, like, right when Ida's about to attack, he, light flashes, light bangs. He light bangs, knocks him out, wraps him around in the capture tape, and is hiding in the bomb room, and obviously knocks Bakugo out before Bakugo even knows he's there. Bakugo gets knocked out, captured with the capture tape. Deku touches the bomb, literally carrying it in one hand. Is like, All Might, is this okay? And then All Might's impressed that he can carry it with one hand. All the girls are fainting because, like, he's holding it like the Rasen Shuriken. You know? What? I'm not making my boy Deku no. Oh, let me get my math done. Nah, I'm making him like Sasuke if he never was a villain. Like, super cool, fine, nothing, okay? We'll make him like that. Like, all the girls will fawn over him and, like, faint whenever he does anything. impressive. So that's, yeah. I'm not making my boy Deku like, oh, let me go get my nails done with the girls. Or like, oh, let me go simp over Uraka. No. God, no. Anywho, so, and All Might's just amazed that he can hold it with one hand, and he's like, I really should, and starts crying because he's like thinking to himself, he's like crying in his head, why did I give him a choice on one wrong? But like All Might has to act like surprised because he's surprised, but like he has to act happy, and it's like Hero Team wins, and then we'll just skip all the fights, and they all, Momo's like, clearly Deku was the MVP, cause Asui literally did nothing. Ida got knocked out, captured. Todoroki got knocked out and captured. I mean, Katsuki got knocked out and captured. And then Fuyumi's like, oh my gosh. And like thinking to herself, oh my gosh, is Bakugo okay? And then, because Deku is like, hey Fuyumi. And Fuyumi's like, yeah, Bakugo's okay if you needed to know. And then starts laughing. He's like, Bakugo's okay if you need to know. I went a little easy on him. I know you want to marry him. And Fumi starts blushing. And Bakugo hears this all the way from Recovery Girl and hears that she blushed whenever Deku said that. And is like, yeah, yes. And then coughs a little bit of blood. No, coughs spit. Yes. Oh my god, what am I doing with this? Next, so obviously the USJ happens. Deku's like, oh, because like he has like super sensory as well. It's like, oh, villains, and Aizawa was like, wait, what? Holy crap! I just realized I'm skimming through this. Like, sorry, but trying to get this entire thing done so I can make this a movie, you know. And so USJ attack happens. Deku, he's like, oh, villains, before anybody else realizes. And Aizawa was like, wait, what? And Deku's like, oh, yeah, I sensed villains, like, on the way there. And he's like, oh, yeah, I sense that something, I have, like, a super sensory ability. It's from my great-grandma, because she had a super sensory ability. And Deku's like, oh, and Aizawa was like, oh, we need to call the school before any villains. And Deku's like, yeah, you probably should. And they send, like, a crap ton of pro heroes, except for All Might, because, like, they know he's injured. Even Deku knows that he's injured. But, like, he doesn't act like he knows, so that'll come in handy later. So, next. Well, no, we'll stay for the USJ. I'm not gonna make it like Deku knocks out all the villains in like 5 seconds and then knocks out Shigaraki and the Nomu and Kurogiri. Nah, I'm not making it like that. I'm actually going to give it some plot. Or else I wouldn't be filming this. Or else I wouldn't be filming this. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Okay. So, let's get back in the story. Okay, so, and then they get in, all the lights shut off, the villains come in. We'll say that the lights shut off, because it helped give the villains an advantage, because all of them had, like, night gear on. But the thing is, Aizawa's quirk doesn't only allow him to, deactivate quirks, it also helps him with his eyesight. So, yeah. He can see in the dark when his quirk is activated. So Deku was like, I knew it. So Ida doesn't really need to leave. So Ida just stays there, does nothing. Yeah. Okay, that's gonna be for later. That's gonna be later. I know exactly what I'm gonna do later on in the story. He's gonna clear. What? And that probably was super obvious. I might make someone the UA trader, the karate chop kid. No, I'm not talking about Cobra Kai. Oh my god, I'm probably gonna get so copyrighted for this video. I just want to say, none of this is mine, okay? None of this. All this picture goes to My Hero Academia. Horikoshi. Okay? Okay. So, UA, blah, 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 blah. We'll say the USJ, that happens. And then, so, Deku, he knocks out, he's like, no, Aizawa, all the pro heroes, let me help. And all the pro heroes are like, okay, I know you're super strong. And then, so he's like, Bakugo. And then Deku yells, Bakugo, use your quirk and light up the area for all the kids so they don't get attacked. And then Baku's like, alright. And then he's like, Todoroki, use your quirk to make fire to make Bakugo super sweaty. And then Deku's like, and then Todoroki's like, oh yeah, sure, that's actually an amazing idea. And so then Deku goes, fights off. Oh, sorry guys. Sorry about that, guys. That was a friend's call. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that, guys. Some people just blah blah blah. We weren't talking. Okay. I swear to God. Sorry about that, guys. I'll do this so you can't hear it. Yeah. Okay. So guys, I am so sorry. I'm trying to record. I swear, stop calling me. Oh my God. What part about don't call me do you not understand? Don't even ring me, okay? I swear to God. I'm going to end up leaving this chat if they call me. There we go. I'm so sorry, guys. Here, I'll turn my desktop audio a bit up. I left the group. Anyways, so Deku, he knocks out almost half of the villains. The pro heroes knock out the rest. So then Deku, he goes to the Nomu. He super shocks it, like super shocks. Like whenever I say super, I mean like so powerful that it knocks the brain. Like it completely like shocks the Nomu to where the brain like just won't work. Like he can't do anything. So Deku then squashes the head and like that kills it. And Shigaraki's like, no, my Nomu! No, my Nomu! And then Guruguri's like, we've been beat. This kid, he's too powerful. And then Deku's like, nah, you aren't going anywhere. grabs the neck and just shocks the frick out of Kurogiri to where he can't even move. And then Deku's like, "You're all mine now." And then light bangs and then knocks Shigaraki out and was like, "Huh, well that was easy." But the thing is, that was twice as clones of Shigaraki and Kurogiri. That was twice as clones. And you're saying, oh, I know you're gonna say in the comments, "Oh my gosh, twice didn't he come to the villains until Toga did?" And I'm like, and I know that, but that's something you guys are going to have to realize, that I'm just making that a little early, okay? Okay, and we're making the Stain Hero License exams before, we'll make the Hero License exams before the Stain fight. So they all get their, we'll say, so instead of the Sports Festival Hero License exam, okay, I know you guys are probably like, but that ruins the whole story. And it doesn't, because I have a plan. Okay, so the Hero License exam, they all pass. Deku passes with flying colors, because he just, and then literally gets everybody. Well, not everybody, but gets like 2 or 3 people. And then helps out his classmates get 2 or 3 people, and that helps everybody pass. He has everybody in the class pass, even Todoroki. They didn't even split off, because Deku wouldn't let them. So all of 1A, they go to the meeting area, and Deku was so fast with it that the wind guy didn't even get a chance. He didn't even get a chance, boy. I know I'm like limiting Deku's abilities and not using half of them, but that's kind of what I'm trying to go for. You know? You know what I mean? I'm trying to save his abilities so people won't think that he's not that OP. Well, people in the My Hero Academia universe. Everybody, literally all the people that are listening to this or watching this know that he's gonna be OP as frick. But next, I swear, I'm gonna pause that again. Sorry, guys. Hey guys, thank you guys so much for staying with me. I know I have to pause a lot because friends are texting and anywho, so here, we'll make this a 2-part, so I guess I'll get back to you guys next time, okay? Goodbye, my berries. Please subscribe and like the video. Thank you.